All right, shalom, shalom.
So
We the brothers from Great Millstone, Atlanta. We're coming back at you the spirit with another lesson. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rechachodash. Double honors to our elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace, love, and salutations to the men out there push his word of truth and sincerity. And we just wanted to do a quick video about feminism and how feminism has pretty much destroyed that one component has destroyed the fabric of society in its entirety, and it has destroyed the mindset of the woman. You know, and now the women think that they can do crazy shit like beat men up and do what men do. But in the times that we're coming into, we're actually starting to see the fall of feminism. What we're seeing now is we're seeing men and women really start to consider the position of a man and the position of a woman and how they're really supposed to interact. Because in the world that we live in today, you know, that shit ain't the way that men and women interact ain't working. The Western relationship, the Western way that men and women interact is destructive. Okay, and that way is about to go by the wayside, man. And this is going to go very violently because y'all women want to hold on to this shit. So, real quick, if a brother could grab that one precept,
Jeremiah 31:22.
where a woman sure can pass a man.
Yeah, I got it. This is Jeremiah 31:22. It says, "How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man."
You see that? So, So the Lord said that He created a new thing in the earth where a woman shall compass a man. That's the birth of feminism right there, man. Because when feminism was born, that was when women were given the opportunity to really get put in the forefront of society, you know, to really be in a position to where the man can really be put under the woman. So what do you see through feminism? You see women judges, you see women athletes, and we're not talking about like track and field. We're talking about like women boxers, women MMA. You know, you see lawyers. You know, you see women CEOs. You know, you see women pastors. You see mothers ruling over the household, the father and the children. So that's what you see. So women have, through feminism, women have truly compassed men, and they've been put in a position higher than men, right? You got men that's simping, you know, that are come to the aid of these women through woman worship. You know, just coming running straight to her. You know, and that's also has contributed, that behavior that men have contributed to feminism, because you that white knight, so to speak, that comes to the aid of these women. Zakaria, you want to bring out that definition of feminism, Baba Kashar? You have it?
I can get it. My screen is going to go black though.
I got it.
Con.
All right, this is feminism. It's from wikipedia.org, and it says feminism is a range of social movements, political movements, and ideologies that aim to define and establish the political, economic, personal, and social equality of the sexes.
It says of the sexes.
Mm-hmm.
No, it means of the woman. And it's for the woman. And one thing you got to know about a feminist, right? Or feminism in general. Feminism only works when it benefits the woman. So a feminist or feminism will only actually address a certain issue that only affects them. I'm gonna give you, for instance, chivalry, right? You want to be equal to a man, but then when you go out to dinner, you want him to pick up the check.
Exactly.
Right? You feel like You can slap a man, but he can't slap you back. Y'all supposed to be equal, right? It's wrong for him to hit you, but it's okay for you to hit him. All right. Or how about going to jail for 4 years because some woman said that you raped them and they didn't even consider your side of the story? You see? So those are the type of conditions that feminists have created. You got a precept out?
Yeah, kind of. This is Jeremiah 7 and 18. I'm sorry, verse 17. Jeremiah 7 and 17. See thou not what they do in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem? That goes into the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough to make cakes to the queen of heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger. So this is already prophesied in the Bible, like the first scripture that the officer brought out: a woman shall compass a man. But hey, it talks about the Queen of Heaven spirit. We went into that in class last week, as far as these different gods like Ishtar and Astarte, the Queen of Heaven spirits, as far as fertility, and that whole narrative is being placed that the woman is, basically the foreright as far as birth. When the man actually plants the seed into the woman is actually the incubator. You know what I'm saying? But in this westernized society, it's actually backwards. They pump these Tupac songs like "Dear Mama." Even before that, I always love my mama. No, it should be I always love my father, because the father plants the seed. He plants the seed into the woman, and then 9 months later, that the woman brings forth the child, man, through the spirit of the man planting the seed, man. But here in America, you have the Statue of Liberty. America is a female name. America means bitter, but it was named after Americo Vespucci. But they placed a feminine name on it, and you see in 2021 AD that they place all this emphasis on the woman. And as we're going to get into, as the officer is going to bring up in these clips, the woman, you don't succeed a man. You're not even close, man. But that's just the spirit that the Israelites worship back during the time of Ezekiel, and is being put into place in these latter days in 2021 AD.
Zakari, you got something to add?
Con, I do. I'm just going to bring out this quick precept, and it's going to actually bring out on why the woman was created. Okay, a woman wasn't created, for feminism or hey, I want to be equal or I want rights. None of that, man. All right, that's a whole nother doctrine, a whole nother philosophy. Okay, this is really why woman was created. This is Genesis 2 and verse 18. It says, "And the Lord power said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him an help meet for him." All right. So, hey, it's basically for a help meet. And what inspired me to bring that precept out, if you don't mind, brother, I got the woman on the Zon Donovan's Compact Dictionary. Okay. Now it says, it sorts the fully humanity, Salakia of woman, the special account of her creation. And it says Genesis 2 and 18. Then it says emphasize woman superiority to all lower animals, man's need for her as helper. All right. So at the end all be all, to get straight to the point, a woman creation was created to be a help.
Yeah, I want to add to you, Baba Kashab, if I can. Because now I look up because the word woman means servant, so I'm trying to find that.
That's right.
Yeah, here it is. This is the 1828 Webster's Dictionary. It says, a female of the human race, grown to adult years, a rib, which the Lord had taken from the man and made woman. And then when you go down to the secondary definition, it says a female attendant or servant. You see? So the whole purpose as the brother was going into, was to be a servant to the man. It wasn't meant for you to be, oh, I want to be equal to him, because you're not equal to him.
That's right.
You know? You're not equal to a man. The average woman cannot beat an average man. And what is now? If you just want to get into the basic carnality of it, of the dynamics of a man and a woman, right? If you want to get into the basics of it, when you have one army that's stronger than the other army, and they dominate that other army, those two armies weren't equal. One army was superior to the other. You see, and that kingdom that was conquered becomes subservient to the army that conquered it. The reason why I brought up that analogy is because it's the same type of relationship between a man and a woman. You can't whoop my ass. My woman cannot beat me. If we was to get into a physical altercation, it would be easy work. And that's the case of the most dynamics between men and women. So how can we be equal when you can't match me physically? That's the very first thing, right? Moreover than that, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he said that his flock are men, okay? So he don't even deal with the woman like that. So the power and your salvation has to go through a man. But that's something that the feminists don't want to accept. A woman don't want to accept her position. You see? She don't want to accept her position. So what's going to happen is she's going to have to be forced to accept that position. Okay. So if y'all brothers got anything to add, I wanted to go ahead and go into these videos.
I got something right quick.
Go ahead,
because what you're saying was true. What I was saying is true, because we live in a society where these women say they're educated, but they don't go and look up basic definitions of what a woman is. Mm-hmm. They go to school for 4, 8, 10 years on these bachelors and doctorate society, especially with the so-called black woman. We're just gonna put it out there. From the so-called black woman all the way down to so-called Mexican woman. It's mostly the so-called black woman. But basically, you're the most enrolled. You're not the most educated woman. You're the most enrolled. Okay. But you don't look up these basic definitions. You don't look up the basic definitions of a degree. You don't look up the definition of a woman. Don't bring up this description in Numbers 27 and 16, because these women say they're God-fearing. Oh, I'm a God-fearing woman. I need a God-fearing man. That's coming from the black woman all the way down to the so-called Mexican woman. This is Numbers 27 and 16. Let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation. So that eliminates the need of all these female pastors. You talk to these women in the world, they go to church, and they go to the church with the female. She's the pastor. Hey, the Old Testament and the New Testament, the Apocrypha, is the same. And that's what Christianity has taught the women of our nation, that you could just totally get rid of the Old Testament, the Apocrypha, which these women don't know about the Apocrypha, man. Let's just keep it real. And they just simply go to the New Testament and oh yeah, Jesus, forget about the law. No, the one who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, real name Yahweh Shai, he quoted the Old Testament, just like Paul quoted the Old Testament. It says it is written. So you can't negate the fact that men were set up over the congregation of the Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So for all you women that's saying you're God-fearing, you need to go back and read, man. For you so-called educated women that went to college all these years, you still don't know a goddamn thing, man. That's why we out here teaching you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, whether you're a man or a woman. Salaki.
Oh, you got it. Don, I want to bring up a quick precept out on what you just said. This is 2 Timothy 2, and this is 2 Timothy 3, and I'm going to start at verse 5, and it says, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. For of this sort are they which creep in the houses and lead captive silly women laden with sin, led away with diverse lusts, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. And what is it? That was exactly what this brother was describing. These damn women pastors and women educators, they ever learning new shit but they don't want to believe the truth. They don't want to understand what their true position is. You was put into position to be underneath a man. That's basically what you were put here for. You were put here to serve a man, you know? And there's power in that position, but you don't think that there's any power in that position because you've been deceived by the devil, by the so-called white man. You've been deceived by him, and you've adopted the principles of his people, of his woman. You know what I'm saying? Instead of what Yahweh Shem Yahushai has laid down for our people, you know, and put down the order for us, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what it is. You got it out.
If I can say, you know, what you were saying is on point, because Esau, we know through the scriptures, he's a natural born sodomite. He's a natural born Mo. So the scriptures say you are or your father the devil. So our people fall in the same likeness. Like you got this guy Kid Cudi last night on Saturday Night Live. He's wearing a dress. He's in total violation of Deuteronomy 22:5, man. That's the spirit of the so-called white man comes in. That effeminate spirit, wearing a dress, because the scriptures talk about this man being perverse, this man being ungodly. Like it says in Hebrews, I believe it's 12:16. He's totally adverse to the scriptures, man. And we're trying to tell you that this man ain't right, like it says in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. But you don't want to follow, you don't want to pay attention. You want to follow this man. And this man is a spirit of perdition, man. We come in the spirit of prophecy, but this man comes in the spirit of perdition. So naturally, you're going to follow his ways. That's why you see a lot of these black to Hispanic women. They are they're in the same sex marriages. Even in this city that me and you brothers live in, they're into these same sex marriages, man. And a lot of you people that's in these same sex marriages, and you want to believe in this holding hands with the devil, you are miserable, man. That's what we're trying to tell you, man. Linking up with this devil is not going to be in your best moving forward, man.
You got some Zakaria before I play this video?
Okay, I just wanted to just say, and there's nothing wrong, you know, about being a servant, okay? Because a lot of people out there, you know, when you say, hey, you know, a woman is really supposed to be a servant for her husband, you know, they'd be like, like, nah, man, it's not like that, okay? It's actually a beneficial thing and a good thing to be a servant. Just like as for us, we're servants to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, okay? And the Lord calls us his woman. All right. And we look at our woman and say, hey, we deal with you. You're going to be my woman. You're going to be my wife. And just do the things that you need to do to serve me. It keeps things in order, so to speak. Okay. It keeps things functional. It keeps things running. And there's nothing wrong with serving your man. Just like there's nothing wrong with us praising and glorifying Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is really serving him. Okay. And that's all I just wanted to say, bro. And you got it.
All right, so I'm about to play this video. I'm a play it in little pieces because it's like a 9-minute video. So I'm just gonna play certain parts, and basically it goes into how, you know, the society has puffed women up so much they actually think that they can go toe to toe with a man. So let's see. All right, here we go.
Female action heroes don't work because it doesn't look authentic. This is how it goes down in reality between a man and a woman. This is a female soldier in the army that challenged any Marine on that base, claiming she could whoop that candy ass. The bell rings and she is already on the floor. She gets up and the ass whooping continues. This is a soldier, okay? And she didn't stand a chance. Got knocked the f*** out in the end. Here is a female army captain wrestling a private, and he easily manhandles her and chokes her out. Same weight class, lower rank, easy work. Speaking of weight class, there's a reason why we have weight classes in sports. You know what they say. Pick on someone your own size. Weight can give you an advantage in combat sports. However, when it comes to the male and female dynamic, fighting at the same weight class doesn't matter. You have Clarissa Shields, who is dominating female boxing at the moment. She is amazing, but she just had to bring the foolishness.
To fight. Do you think there are professional men out there that you could beat in a boxing match? Absolutely. I'm a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, undisputed champion. I think people get it kind of. They always say, "Oh, a woman can't beat a man." I spar with men, and I mean, I drop men, I bust men nose, I beat men up all the time. It's weird. Like if I was to say, like, which is the guy I think I could beat him. I think I could beat him.
Hold on, real quick. I just want to say, do you see the pride on this woman? You see the pride on her? I drop men. I beat men up all the time. I bloody men's nose. This is the reality that a lot of y'all women live in.
Thurman. Really? I really do. I think I could beat up Keith Thurman, even though, he's like, oh, he beat Sean Porter. I think I could beat Sean Porter too. Skill-wise and just strength-wise. I think that they may be stronger than me, but their boxing ability.
I mean, you, and then Slocky, I ain't trying to, but I just want to point out how she just contradicted herself in the same breath. She just said, strength-wise, I'm better strength-wise, which you say you're stronger than him, right? And then say, well, they may be a little bit stronger. They may be stronger than me. You eating your words right out of your own mouth.
That's right. I got a scripture right quick, bro.
Oh, go ahead.
This is Nahum 3:4. It says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts. That's the witchcraft of Babylon. Because hey, look, we all watched the last Super Bowl. I believe that me, you, and the brother Nathaniel was watching the Super Bowl. What did they play, man? They played that Equalizer, and Equalizer had Queen Latifah in it. Now Queen Latifah is supposed to be kicking ass and taking names. That goes into witchcraft, man. Because when you look at real life, a lot of you women are getting put in the back of trunks of a car. You're getting murdered. You're getting raped. You're getting shot. You're getting beat. But this is what America promotes. They promote that the woman is over the man through the television. If you go to CBS or ABC or any one of these other news publications, they have this strong woman narrative. Like she's just like this woman right here. And this woman go to the hood, man. She's finished, man. Try to take on 3-4 niggas out here. That's just whatever, man. 3-4 niggas that's awesome drink or just pure adrenaline, pure testosterone that the Lord has put in a man. Bitch, you ain't gonna make it, man.
Man, look, it could just be an average Jake. See that, and that's another thing that these women underestimate. It don't matter about your boxing skill and kickboxing skills, none of that stuff. It could be an average Jake that had a couple squabbles in his life, and you get caught with one of them things, and that's all it takes is one, because you getting hit by a man, and you're gonna be stunned. I was watching a video a couple years back. There was these two lesbians, big burly looking chicks, 2 lesbians fighting against one dude. He beat the snot out of both of them. Quick too, easy work, because a woman does not have the same capacity that a man does. It's just not in them. You weren't made for that. You weren't made for that. It's trying to get a Pinto to drive like a Ferrari. It's not going to happen because it wasn't made to do that. So that's why we have all of this disorder in this society, because you're not in the right position. But I'm gonna finish playing this video real quick. Y'all see the screen, Akim?
Gone.
All right, Con.
Triple G, he's older now, but I can give Triple G a run for his money.
She believes she can beat Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, and Triple G. I used to box myself, and I'm a huge boxing fan. I was thinking about starting a channel, but I like exposing the foolishness of these modern women more. Clarissa Shields is not talking about cab drivers, Uber drivers, and bums, okay? And to take it a step further, a man versus women fight already happened. Lucia Riker was kicking everybody's ass in her heyday. She starred in that movie $1 Million Baby as well. She retired undefeated in boxing and kickboxing. She's definitely one of the greatest to ever do it. But once upon a time, she challenged a man to a kickboxing match. Some Chai Jai Day. When you look at the footage, you can see that Lucia is experiencing a different level of power. He drops her multiple times with a low kick. This is not a sparring session, guys. He's in the second round, the intensity of the fight rises. Lucia leaves herself wide open for a counterpunch, and the punch that knocks you out is the punch that you don't see coming. However, if Lucia was fighting another woman, she would eat that shot for breakfast, or at least get back up. Larissa Shields can definitely box.
All right, so that was that. I just, it's like I kind of think that's funny,
I got a preset right quick.
Go ahead.
This is 1 Peter 3:7. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to the knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. So the husband's already come in that stead, knowing that the woman, she is the weaker vessel. Okay, and that's what, hey bro, man, this America has put that vibration on our women with this Title IX in America, that these women that want to play basketball, that they're equal to the man, or these volleyball players that equal to the man. But the scriptures tell us that the woman is the weaker vessel. All right, and you women are going to see that in these latter times to come. That's why, like the officer said at the beginning of the video, when you get into some funk, you get into some trouble, then you want to be, oh, I'm a woman. When you want to talk all that shit, you want to call the so-called black man to the Mexican man a bitch, and then you want to come into that spirit. So the Lord is going to offer you up to that spirit. You want to be like a man. Well, hey, you gonna deal like a man. You gonna get sized up with these carnal ass jakes. We're not promoting carnality, but we see that in the world where Jake is just getting carnal with these women, starting with these guys like Kevin Samuel, AMS, Steph is Cold, the book of Alpharonomy. They putting the spirit in these men that, hey, these bitches ain't shit, man. Because these women have been on this feminism thing. And then when the lights go out, when there's no power, when you women can't take a shower, then you'll see that you're the weaker vessel, man. That's what we're here to put into the spirit of you women, the spirit of reality. Because in this truth, reality comes into play. We understand that the lights gonna get turned off. Ain't gonna be no hot showers, ain't gonna be no hot meals. So you women out here, you really gotta take heed to the spirit. You can scoff and laugh and call us bums. We ain't got no jobs and this, that, and the third. But when shit hits the fan, hey, when them gunshots start to hit, man, you women start to scatter away, man.
Yeah, something, Zakari.
I just wanted to land back off what the brother was saying, and this is why it is important to turn back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is why, in the first place, he laid down a foundation where us Israelite men and women and children could look up to. Okay, but due to society and how things played out, hey man, everybody been deceived, man. All right, Esau deceived the whole world, putting women on the pedestal, women thinking they can do what they want to do. Even certain men out there, they into that scheming and everything. The whole nation is out of whack, man. All right, and this is why it's important to come back to the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Now I do have a precept too.
Go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra 8 and verse 56. It says, "For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of His law, and forsook His ways." All right, and it said through that liberty. That's why Esau, he's so strong on it, giving the woman the liberty. Yeah, go ahead and destroying the household, just because what happened back in the garden? Hey, who got deceived first? All right, it was Eve. Okay, that serpent. All right, through that fake ass philosophy that he gave Eve. Hey, she believed it and she liked it. Okay, hey, the weaker vessel. They love the ways of this world. They love the merchandise, the luxury of things, the money. They love going from man to man. Those are not the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It says right here It says, and forsook his ways. And of course, we forsook his ways as a nation. But who really played the main role of doing that? The Israelite woman, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And here it is. The brother's been bringing out good points and just been telling the truth. And you still got time to repent, man, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is why it's important to come back to the Heavenly Father words, man, all right? Which is Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah words. And that's all I had, bro.
Well, I got a quick precept because just to land back on what you was talking about, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, and I'm gonna be at 20. I'm gonna start at 23. It says, "A wicked woman abide the courage and make it heavy consonants." You know, you got these bitches. You ain't shit. You can't do it. You know, you ain't nothing. And the man loses his ability to even believe in himself to do what a man do. You know. It says, and the wounded heart, like, God damn, man, you know, you start believing this shit, like, I ain't good enough. And then it says, a woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak and weak hands and feeble knees. You know, and your husband, your man having a hard time, you know, and he still got to come home to your shit, you know, to your BS. You know, because you've been at home watching TV and looking at all this feministic shit, and you're thinking about all the things, all the unrealistic things that Esau done planted in your head that you think you deserve, you know? Then it says in verse 24, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die, you know? And that was going into what the brother Zechariah and the brother Anah brought out when they talked, the precept the brother Anah, the brother Zechariah just brought out, man, you know? We the shit that we go through right now is through the woman. I'm gonna give you, for instance, okay? What better way to destroy the man by putting his woman out, the weaker vessel, as the brother Naha brought out, the woman is the weaker vessel. What better way to destroy her man by putting him out, her out in front, and giving her control over everything, right? So what you have, the men, they're looking for an identity and they can't find an identity. So who do they start identifying with? Because the father has been pushed out the picture through Esau's unrighteous decrees, as it says in Isaiah 10 and Isaiah chapter 10 at the top, if a brother wanted to grab that, you know,
Yeah.
right, through his unrighteous decrees. So the child has to identify with somebody. So the male child starts to do what? Identify with the woman. So he picks up all those effeminate attributes, the emotion, the bullshit ass emotion, right? You know, the lack of responsibility. He may become a homosexual, and she embraces that and cultivates that, right? He has a high probability of becoming a criminal, and this ain't even my words. These are the statistics, and this comes from a single family home from the woman. So yeah, truly indeed, through her we all die. Because if you, a lot of times, like me, I was raised by my mom. If it wasn't for the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai that took me out of that circumstance, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like all these other simp niggas out here, you know? But it's through the spirit and power of the Lord that awakens your mind to what really should be, you know? How you really should behave, how women should really behave. And it's power in a woman being in her correct position. But y'all women have been tricked and deceived into thinking that being in your position in life diminishes you. Okay? And because of that, it has become destructive to the family as a whole. You know? You got it out.
Like I say, it's actually a beautiful thing, okay? When a woman comes under the order of her man, it's a pleasing thing. I'm just gonna roughly paraphrase it. It says, a pillow of rest or a quiet woman is basically a gift.
Mm-hmm.
When you silent and when you can just be this presentable and pleasing towards your husband, that's actually a good thing, and it's a good sight, man. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I just want to throw that out there, bro.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, because it allows the man to actually be a man, to build and provide, you know, and you become an scapegoat for the troubles of the world. You know, that's why it says the brothers was going into, you know, hold on, I'm just gonna pull a precept that the brother was talking about. If I can find it. I might not be able to find it.
Which one you looking for?
Where it says, here it is. I got it. It says, this is Ecclesiasticus 36 and 24. It says, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a helpmate like unto himself, a pillar of rest. You see? And if you go into the book of Proverbs, it says that a prudent wife, you know, when you look into that word prudent, it means wisdom, a wise person, right? Prudent wife is a gift from Yahweh Shem Yahweh. Okay? So when a woman is quiet, when she's prudent, and she becomes that pillar of rest. Now, that's not to say, and I'm just going to throw this out there, it's not to say that you abuse that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's not to say that you go out there and you abuse that woman. That is something, that is a rarity in this world, especially if you are getting that from a woman. So where you're not getting the lip service. You're not getting that, right?
Yeah.
You're not getting, you getting, hey, baby, how was your day? She's not asking questions about where you've been or where you're going or none of these things. She's more concerned about how you feel and providing an environment where you can rest in and relax. That and with that happening, you're able to provide a better life for her.
That's right.
You know, you can provide a better life for her because you don't have the stresses that you would have if you came into that house. Like the scriptures say, it's better to dwell on a rooftop than in a home with a brawling woman, a pretentious and brawling woman, because she creates a whole nother dimension of stress that you have to deal with, and you can't even focus on building anything.
That's
you know.
Right. Can I bring out something right quick?
Go ahead, Doc.
Now, okay, I'm gonna bring out the scripture. This is Proverbs 27 and 15. It says, "A continual dropping and a very rainy day and a contentious woman are alike." So just like how the rain comes down on a fall day or a spring day, that's the contentious spirits of a woman. And me and the brother Nathaniel, we've been sharing messages like this music. Music influences a lot of our people. You know, you had Aaliyah back in the 90s. Aaliyah was the one that was wearing all black. She didn't wear no dress until like later on. She was the one that had the Carl Kanai hoodies and the jeans and the boots. And in the picture of her first album cover, she was looking like the strong one, and then R. Kelly's in the back looking all feeble and weak, man. You women don't understand that the witchcraft is deep, man. It goes beyond the 90s and the 2000s. It goes back to like back in the day when Esau was getting these souls of these jakes, man. You know, even during these songs back to the 60s and 70s, man, there's a song back in the day that says, I got two boyfriends back in the 60s, man. I don't know the name of the song, but I looked the song up.
It's like, I got two lovers.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. I got two lovers. That's how that shit go.
That's the spirit that you women don't pay attention to. You women say that you're educated. You know, you're educated under the system of the devil. You're educated under the curriculum. Whatever he says goes, and therefore you say you're educated, but you're not educated in these scriptures, and you don't have the spirit to discern. Hey, going back to the song that the brothers had mentioned back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Now you got Aaliyah. Everybody loves Aaliyah. Everybody loves DMX and all these other celebrities, but they was really putting that a feminist spirit on the men. To now that you get Kid Cudi yesterday wearing a dress on Saturday Night Live. This is what this has progressed to. It ain't just a nigga just wearing a dress on April 10th, 2021. This has progressed with this feminist spirit, man. And me and the brother Nathaniel went back into this months ago. That spirit originated in slavery with the buck breaking, man, because the so-called black women saw that the men were getting buck broken, and that's what the devil knew how to do. You take the man out of the culture, and that's how you ruin a society, man.
Come, I got a quick precept. Unless you're still holding it, Zakaria, if you're holding that Micah 7 and 10, because I wanted to bring that out.
Can I get it?
Yeah, because the reckoning is here. It's not coming, it's here. You know? You know, y'all think because y'all women think because you know it ain't happened to you yet that it ain't gonna happen. That's what you think. Nah, I bet you any amount of money like that woman that just got murdered not too long ago. She was found in an attic in Gwinnett County somewhere. You know, and she ended up she having 4 children. I bet you she didn't think she was about to get murdered. You know, I bet you she didn't think that. And all you other women out there that ain't got laid down, which is happening at a very high frequency. I've never seen this shit like this, which goes into this Micah 7 and 10. You got it out?
Can I have it right here? This is Micah 7 and verse 10. It says, "Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where's the Lord thy power?"
Yeah, you see that?
Mm-hmm.
So she said, it says, and now she that is enemy shall see it, you know, which said unto you, where is Yahweh thy power? See what? She gonna see the salvation of the men. She gonna see the fall of her feminism. Would you continue on, Baba Kasha? Oh, go ahead.
If I can say right quick, it kind of reminds me of what Job wife said unto him.
Yeah, I was about to pull that.
Oh, that's the spirit, bro. Yeah, But I think she said, won't you curse the Most High and die, or something like that.
Yeah, she did.
This roughly paraphrase. I think it's in what, Job 2 or 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it right quick, Baba. Yeah, but you can go on, bro.
I'm gonna just reread it for you, Nathaniel. This is Micah 7 and verse 10. It says, "Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where's the Lord thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets."
You see that? Trodden down as a mire of the street, you know? And you look up that word mire, I believe it means weed, you know? Let me Yeah, it says a stretch of swampy or boggy ground. That's what it is. Yeah. So mire. So you can be trampled down like dirt, you know? Like you're insignificant and nothing, and that's starting to happen. You got this thing where y'all women think, y'all think that y'all in y'all 30s with 4 kids, y'all still think y'all a catch. That's the mindset of a woman. You in your 40s and stuff like that, you still think that you a catch, man, but you really done hit the wall, you know. And honestly, y'all women are being slain left and right, man, left and right, and it's about to come to a day. As I was saying to Kim yesterday, they're gonna come over here and they're gonna be like 8 to 80, 8 to 88. You know what I'm saying? And what they saying now? What they gonna say?
Hey, you women, you want to be the most promiscuous woman, and you don't. Like I said, you women think you're educated, but you don't consider that these people on the other side of these countries, they look at you American women as promiscuous. So when they bring these foreign troops, which you don't understand, okay, you don't understand this. There's already foreign troops here. Okay, Singapore already has troops in Idaho. Okay, just for a small example. So when that time comes, when these foreign troops, which are the police, because hey, look, the so-called black women to the Mexican women always calling 911. They are in a mission to defund the police. That's through default. They're already going to do that. So when these foreign troops get here, they're going to be like, "Where is the WAP? I need to know where's the WAP." They're gonna be looking for you black women all the way down to you Mexican women and be like, "Where is the WAP? I heard about the WAP. I need to find out what's the WAP." And like the brother said at camp yesterday, just how there's no new thing under the sun. Back during World War II, these Russians, these Russians were looking to rape women from 8 years old to 88 years old. So consider that. You educated black women, do your history on World War I and World War II. Okay. Since you're so goddamn educated, go look up some research on what happened back in the day, because the scripture said there's no new thing under the sun.
I'm gonna grab one more quick precept, and then if y'all brothers had anything else, we can go ahead and close out. This is Isaiah 10:1. It says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, that write grievances which they have prescribed." You see, and that's the so-called white man that you women really serve, man. You know that he done decreed unrighteous decrees, and you're following along with that. And that word "woe" goes into destruction. So he's going to be destroyed. And as the scriptures say, though they are joined hand in hand, they should be thrusted through. Okay, so y'all women gonna get it just like he is, man. And y'all gonna get it, man. I really can't wait for y'all to get it, man. I'm really excited about that day. You know, I can't wait for the haughtiness to be laid down. You know, because a man's nature is naturally to cater to his woman, right? But y'all destroy that nature. Y'all destroy that natural desire for a man to want to cater and take care of you because you are the weaker vessel. Okay, so what happens when you're weaker? You're treated more delicately. You're treated like you're more precious. You know, that's what you're treated like. And it doesn't diminish your value. It just puts you in that position. But that's the position that you women have decided not to accept because this devil has decreed unrighteous decrees and told you something different than what it was, and then passed laws to enforce that shit. Okay,
that's right.
This is verse 2. It says to turn the needy aside, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right of the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey. You got these women out here putting men on child support, using their babies as weapons, you know, preying on people, right? That's what the society has become, you know, out of the rulership of this so-called white man. And y'all women follow along because he gives you the liberty to be wicked, you know? He gives you the liberty, as we just went into in Ecclesiasticus, the 25th chapter, you know, the verse right after that, it says, give water no passage, neither give liberty, give a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. The devil gives you motherfucking bitches liberty, man. That's why y'all do the shit that y'all do. And then when y'all checked about the liberty that y'all have, or a man decides to respond in the manner that is appropriate to what the hell you did, he may get locked up. You slap him, he slap you back, he going to jail. That's right. You see, that's some unrighteous ass shit. And then what? You go out and you commit adultery or goddamn whoredom, and you get to take half his shit, and he get put on alimony, and right. He lose his house. You know, so yeah, you know these damn bitches become they prey on you. All right? And it says, and they that may rob the fatherless, man. And then who all gets affected by it? They got the children, man. So that's why you have homosexuals. That's why you have men in prison. That's why you have deadbeat ass dads, men that are effeminate, men that are emotional, because they don't have any type of manly structure in their life because y'all women has ostracized the man through Esau, man. Y'all got it.
Right. I was like, hey, to bring that point, man, I was getting my exercise in before the new moon came in. And you know, brothers know where I live at on this side of town. So, you know, where I live at, there's a railroad track. So, you know, it was early, like Sunday morning, like 10, 11 o'clock. You had this woman that was taking selfies by the railroad track. And any man that has a preconceived notion of what the railroad track does, you're not supposed to be near the railroad track. You're supposed to get the hell on from the railroad track. But this woman was taking selfies. She actually had her son take selfies of her at the railroad, because you know these women, they act like they ain't been nowhere. You know, you women are so-called educated, you want to fly around the world, but you're still simple as hell. That's why the scriptures say the woman has been the product of wisdom. We go
just about to get that. That's a spirit.
We get that, man. We go somewhere and we act like we've been there. You women go somewhere, you act like you haven't been nowhere. So back to the story, this woman was taking selfies by the railroad track, and then she was taking selfies of her son on the railroad track, and then the son was out here throwing rocks in the railroad track. You know, any man they right mind, if she had a man, which she probably didn't, be like, yo, what the hell are you doing? You're not supposed to be around a railroad track. The railroad track goes from 55 to I don't know the speed, man, but I know it starts at 55 miles an hour. And if you get caught out there, that's your ass, man. But that's the wisdom that these modern day women don't have. I need to get away from the railroad track. You just making it a social event. And that's what Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, TikTok has done to you women, man. You women say you're so educated, it has totally destroyed your mind that you can't think logically, man. But women don't have the logic spirit to deal as if me and Zakaria and the officer, man, and other men are likewise in the same spirit, man. So it's imperative for you women to get on the right track and come back. First and foremost, you're supposed to come under the man. We worship the Heavenly Father, man. We under Yahweh Shai. You're under the man. So it's important for you women to get under the man because it's about to get a whole worse for you women, man. But Salaki for that.
Oh no, you good. Hey, so I'm gonna bring out this last precept. Unless y'all brothers got anything else, we're gonna go ahead and close out on this. This is Job 39:17. It says, "Because Yahweh deprived her of wisdom and did not endow her with understanding, or impart her to Salaki." That was the New King James. I'm gonna read that again. Job 39:17. It says, "Because Yahweh deprived her of wisdom, neither have imparted to her understanding." So the woman don't even know any better. She don't even know what she putting herself into. She don't even know the dangers. She's so engulfed and drunken with the pleasures of the world that she don't even take time to consider the situation that she done put her fucking self in, man. That's these women out here, man. And that right there is why, or one of the reasons why feminism is being destroyed, is being dismantled and falling apart by the seams. And we're about to see the fall of the woman, and she gonna fall hard, man. And guess what she gonna do? She'll be clawing for her man, like, please help me, please, please. Just like it says in Micah 7:10, man. She gonna be trampled down, man. And that's rightfully so, because you chose to serve the enemy instead of your man. But y'all got it, Akim. Y'all got anything else?
I got one more for you if the brother don't have anything. This is 1 Timothy 5:6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Now, first and foremost, that goes into us being a woman, like it says in Jeremiah 6:2. But hey, these women are just out here, man. You women don't consider what times we in. You say that you're God-fearing and you love God and all this other rhetoric. You don't consider that the time that we in, man. You don't read. You don't pay attention to what's going on. You want to be proud. You want to be lovers of your own selves, like it says in 1 Timothy, the 3rd chapter. That's what the Esau's allowed these women to be, lovers of their own selves, to the fact that they don't need a man. Like the brother said, when they bring these foreign troops, hey, keep that same independent spirit of I don't need a nigga, I don't need a man, because they all view us as niggas. They don't view the so-called white man as a nigga. He's the original nigga, but they view us as we just niggas, we ain't shit. And it's all over social media, man. Hey, but when that comes upon you, man, keep that same energy, man.
Con, you had anything, Zakaria?
La, brother.
All right, Con. So so pretty much that was it. The fall of the woman, man. We look forward to it happening. So with that, we're gonna end it off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Nechach Kodash. Double honors to our elders and the apostles, great millstone, rule and teach well. And to the next time, Akim, Shalom.